Greetings, brothers and sisters, and welcome to the Contingency Plan. This video is a request from a subscriber named Tony S. This promises to be a relatively long video, as it will be a mixture of a few related topics, but I will try to keep it from reaching an annoying length. First off, let's look at the difference between a bug-out bag and an I'm never coming home bag. Bug-out bags are intended to keep you going for 72 hours, or about the time it takes you to get to your bug-out location. The inch bag is clearly meant for long-term survival and contains all the things that you wish would fit into your bug-out bag but won't because it's tiny in comparison. Inch, bug-out, inch, bug-out. Super badass inch bag. You can make your bug-out bag hold a few more items simply by using carabiners to attach a few things externally, like I've done here with these bolt cutters. I keep my inch bag in the back of my vehicle, as shown here, along with several other items, such as a medical kit bug-out bag. Under that is a case of water, and this 5-gallon bucket here is loaded to the top in waterproof bottles of wooden matches and strikers. A ridiculous amount of wooden matches, to be totally honest. The other kit I keep in my vehicle is a clothing bug-out bag, which I don't hear a lot of people ever mention. To me, this kit is one of the most important things I have for a shit-hits-the-fan situation, and contains one of my most favorite items ever. Here is a partial list of what I have in this kit. Tactical knee pads, tactical gloves. Actually, I think there's like 3 pairs in there, don't ask me why. This sweet gas mask, along with I believe 3 canister filters, a survival bracelet, a tactical vest, an item I think everyone should have, a duty belt, again an item I feel everyone should have. As you can see, I have a ton of shit on this thing, including a canteen, pepper spray, handcuffs, fire starter, a drop leg holster, and more. Along with the vest, this allows you to carry a lot of items while remaining hands-free and carrying 2 handguns at the same time. Hint, hint. A neck knife, a balaclava, I hate that word, BDU pants. These come in about every color and camo pattern you can imagine. I recommend having a pair of either black or something that matches the terrain in your area. BDU blousing straps. Many may not think you need these, and technically you don't need them. However, I like blousing my pants at the top of my boots for several reasons, and these things weigh less than a pencil, so having them in your bag can't hurt. Both a long sleeve and short sleeve dark t-shirt. Camo face paint, and a few more things I can't think of right now. And now for not only one of my all-time most favorite items ever, but something that I can't recommend highly enough. And that is a shemagh. When something has been around for thousands of years and is still being used to this day, there's a reason. When you are at war with a country and your own military adopts an item used exclusively by the enemy, there's a reason. I could do an entire video on shemaghs and cannot stress strongly enough how much I believe every single one of you watching this video should not only own one, but learn at least 2 ways to wear one, as well as what some of its countless other uses are. If there is an item I would fight to the death over in a shit-hits-the-fan world, this is near the top of the list. Another item that I keep in my vehicle that I have already mentioned is a first aid only bag. I personally got a little carried away, and I believe I have 3 medical bug-out bags at this point. I have so much medical shit stuffed into these 3 bags that by the time I found the items I was looking for, the person injured would have bled out. Now we get to firearms. Remember, this is in regards to an inch bag or inch situation, where you're quite possibly on foot and weight is an issue. The backpack alone is going to be heavy as shit, and firearms are only going to add to that. Include the ammo and you're looking at one unpleasant hike. The following is what I recommend you pack in regards to firearms. If you have more than this, I would definitely look into burying things you can come back for at a later date with other people if possible. I may do a video on that in the near future. If you have less firearms than I am suggesting, then you should be good, at least in regards to weight. Females aren't going to like this, and a lot of guys probably aren't either, but I recommend that you carry a .22 long rifle, like my Smith & Wesson shown here, or a Ruger 1022 takedown. This can be used for small game such as squirrels and rabbits, as well as self-defense. I also recommend a shotgun. This can be used for any airborne game as well as self-defense. You should obviously have a sling on each to make carrying them easier. Lastly, I suggest two handguns, especially if one or both are semi-automatic. These seem to jam more than pretty much any other firearm, and instead of dealing with a tap and clear during an emergency, you just drop one and pull out the other one. This is why I have a duty belt and a tactical vest in my clothing bag. You can get quality handguns like this Smith & Wesson SD9 VE that you can find brand new for between $250 and $300 just about anywhere. One of the other reasons I chose these for an inch bag shit hits the fan and now you're on foot situation is the ammo. I have multiple cans like this, full to the top, and they are ball breakers to lift and carry. If I am without a vehicle, there is no way I'm transporting my 223 or 30-06 ammo boxes. It's just not happening. The 22 long rifle, on the other hand, is one of the lightest and smallest rounds you can find. The AR style 22s take 25 round magazines, so 4 of them give you 100 rounds and can be carried, you guessed it, on your tactical vest. 1 magazine in the gun and 3 in the pouches provided on the vest. You can get creative and figure out how to carry as many rounds as possible, but you are guaranteed 100 rounds with just 4 magazines for a rifle like this. The handguns are similar. The leg holster has a place for a magazine, the duty belt has a place for 2 magazines, the vest has another 2, plus the one in the handgun. That's 6 magazines for just one of the handguns without you having to physically carry anything in your hands. You can again get creative and find places to shove magazines for your second handgun, and off you go. The shotgun is the same way. The shells are relatively light, and there are many ways to carry quite a few rounds, hands-free. This belt holds 25 shells, a carrier on the side of the shotgun usually 4 to 5, the shotgun itself around 4 to 6 shells, and many tactical vests have a shell holder that carries 4 to 5 shells. That's a lot of shotgun shells, while again remaining hands-free. As you can see, an inch bag and the proper clothing will allow you to head out on foot with a shit ton of items, as well as up to 4 firearms and ammunition for each of them. Now let's look at some of those items you may want to consider hauling around with you. In no particular order: batteries, the aforementioned bolt cutters, a compass, cooking shit, fire starter stuff, a folding saw, lighters, spare handcuff keys, a hatchet or axe, spare amoxicillin, a machete, a magnifying glass, lots of paracord, lots of rope, a bunch of these things, a shovel, a really big knife, life straws, cutlery, TP, dental items, a sleeping bag, a Bible, and literally anything else you can think to stick in there. So what have we learned today? We know the difference between a bug out bag, 72 hours, and an inch bag, forever-ish. We learned that I have way too many bags for one human to ever carry. We learned that I plan on making a video on burying shit in the near future. We learned that you can never have too many guns on you, but that unfortunately ammo is really heavy. We learned that my Bible is purple. And we learned that your mind and your creativity are the only limits when it comes to what you put in your inch bag. Well, that along with size and weight. And you probably don't want to put anything wet in there, or perishable. Thank you for watching, and God bless each of you. Peace.